I was talking to Dakota the other day, and I had this realization that I had to do a lot of things on my own. I had to come to a lot of conclusions on my own. I had to problem solve on my own because no one around me, I didn't know how to talk about it because we didn't talk about that. We weren't a very communicative family. It was more, I don't really know what to say, so we're just not going to talk about it. Or if there was communication, it was fighting, arguing, anger, all this emotion. Like, I didn't know how to regulate my emotions. I didn't know how to properly love or be loved. Looking back and like talking to Dakota about it and everything, a lot of the men in my life failed me. A lot of them failed me. And I allowed it to happen because I thought that's what was supposed to happen. Trauma does some really crazy things to your body, to your psyche, everything. Like, so many things in me and about me were so fucked up over the years because of that one thing and because of the way that I was raised afterwards. Like, I consider it brainwashing, because looking at myself now and knowing my full truth, like full truth, not just little pieces. I know my full truth. Looking back now, I'm like, but I understand that things needed to happen the way that they needed to happen for me to get to where I needed to be, how I needed to be when this all unfolded. If this had happened any sooner, a lot of things would have been different. But I needed to be where I am right now to be able to handle all the things that are happening now. Because I healed that trauma, I had to be in a spot where I could process and fully understand what was going on, instead of taking it and being all like, oh my gosh, no. Like, I was able to process it as it came, and I didn't process it as a negative. Like, everything right now being processed in or out is positive, and I absolutely love that. Like, everybody should be able to do that. Like, if you're in a hard spot, or if you're in a situation, or you're in the darkness and you're like, hey, I know this isn't where I'm supposed to be. I know that. Hold on. Keep holding on. There was one part of me on the inside, in my fucking soul, that was holding on for dear life. That was like, I refuse to let go. I am not letting you down. I'm not letting you go. I believe in you. I know that this can happen. I know you're going to get there someday. And looking back, I can see little pieces that tried to come out to be like, hey, you're still in here. Don't forget it. You're still in here. Okay? So that's what I'm dealing with now, is like enjoying and appreciating all this new meanness. That's probably not a word, but that's what the word I'm going to use. But yeah, like, whenever I say that I can't find words, here's the best way I know how to explain it. So there's this little carousel, or merry-go-round, whatever you want to call it. I always say Rolodex, but not everybody knows what that is. So I just say merry-go-round or carousel. And it's like everything in my brain is on this. And sometimes it's just casually spinning. I'm like, okay, cool. That's what I need to think about. That's the word I'm wanting to use. Perfect. And then there's other days where it's non-stop. And it will speed up, and it will be fast as shit. And when it's fast like that, words are hard. It's like, oh, that's the thing I need to think about. What's the word that goes, you're going too fast, you're going too fast, you're going too fast, I can't find the words. Okay, I'm going to use a simple word because I can't find the vocabulary that I have. It makes me feel kind of crazy, because there's times where I'm like, okay, yes, I'm a 33-year-old woman. And there are other times that this little teeny bopper person, the personality, kicks in, and she is hyper, and she's exhausting, and she's full of energy, and I'm not used to that yet. So it's kind of like I'm reconnecting with that inner child in myself. And there are days I feel like I sound like a crazy person. I sound like I'm bipolar, and I'm like, but I'm not. I'm not. It's just me being the 33-year-old I am, reconnecting with that inner child, because that is me. I am very bubbly. I'm very personable. I'm very outgoing. I'm very like, hey, I'm loud. I'm sometimes in your face. I'm very blunt. I'm very honest. Like, if you ask me a question, I'm going to give you the honest answer, whether you like it or not, because I would rather give you the full truth than be like I used to and lie and hide and cover shit up, because that's not me. I just thought that was what I was supposed to do, because I didn't know a lot of things. There are so many, that's for another video. That has to be the next video, because I really need to talk on that part in depth, like super, super in depth. Like, one of the things that I can look back on and be like, oh, this all makes fucking sense. Like, it was accurate. Sorry, I told you, I'm going to be all over the place. Newfound ADHD, 100% activated. Like, there isn't just like little snippets. It's just, hey, I'm here. How are you? Like me or not, I'm staying. So, yeah, it's been a lot, but it's been worth it. It has definitely been worth it. So, I will see you guys later, and I will get working on the next video.